Hi, this is Marianne, the novelist from Breaking Chains Now. It is December 13th, and this is video 2 for today. So I have some catch up to do, so you get more than one video a day. Okay, so earlier we talked about belief windows. And what a belief window is a window through which we see the world, and you're welcome to go back and look at our other videos. You can find them on YouTube. Follow us at Breaking Chains Now, and you can go check those out. We have a whole slew of very raw, sometimes very emotional videos that you are welcome to look through. We at Breaking Chains Now primarily deal with 3 branches. So we have 3 missions on this planet. The first mission is to help people break free of pornography habits and to help women, especially who have had experience with pornography in their marriage. And we want to help them as we have lived that mess. So that has become our message. The second thing we want to do is help people be financially free. So we've covered the spiritual freedom, and now we focus on financial freedom. The third thing we do is help people become physically free from poor health. And we have those 3 together because they're all connected. It's your money and your health and your spirituality are all connected. If one is suffering, the others will suffer. If one is doing well, the others will start to do well too. So that's why we focus on all 3, so we don't leave you stranded anywhere. We create a wonderful, wonderful foundation for people to build a new life on. And that's what we love to do. So earlier today we talked about belief windows. And with that belief window, what we carry around with us on that belief window and how we view the world through that belief window, through experiences that we've had, things we've been told, whatever we keep on there. So the first thing we talked about with our belief window is figuring out why our beliefs are on that window and what that causes us to do, what reaction that causes in us. So I use as an example an experience from my childhood where I was given a swirly. And you can go watch that other video and learn what that's all about. If you don't know what a swirly is, go find out from that video. So from that belief, or from that event, I created the belief of my siblings don't love and appreciate me as much as I want them to. So I need to earn their love and appreciation. So a lot of times I put on a mask around my siblings because I wanted them so much to like me. So I put on this mask of I'm going to please them. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make them happy. I'm going to agree with everything they say because then they'll like me. I'm going to study things that I'm not really interested in, but that they're interested in so that they will like me and then I'll have something to talk about around them. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying these things are good or bad. I'm letting you know that that's a mask I was wearing. And that mask didn't allow me to be myself. I pretended to be someone else so that they would like me and so that they would appreciate me and love me. So that's what I found out through step 1 of my belief window, is why I was doing that and what fueled that. And I saw through my belief window that I wasn't loved and accepted as who I was by the people that I wanted to have that love and acceptance from. So when I was looking through that window would change my environment, change my view of my environment so that I would see things in that light. And what does that mean? That means that I would look for evidence to prove myself right, that my siblings didn't love me and that I needed to earn their respect and gain their love. I had to earn their love. And have you ever heard the saying that we find what we're looking for? If you're going to look for something, you're going to find it. In terms of, if you're going to look for negativity, you're going to find it. If you're going to look for something positive, you're going to find it. So I was looking through that belief window, and I was looking for evidence to tell me that I needed to earn that love from my siblings. I needed to earn that respect, that it wasn't freely given. So I would distort, or my belief window would distort, every event that happened. Every time I would speak to my siblings, I would look for ways that conversation would conform to my belief window, because that's how I was seeing the world. So when I would, for example, tell a joke and my brothers wouldn't laugh, or when I would sing along to a song and my sisters perhaps said I sung off key, whatever happened, I would add that to my bag of evidence of, oh, I need to earn their love. I'm not good enough for them. I contorted everything I saw to conform to that belief window because that's what I truly believed. That was my reality. I did things differently. I acted differently because I was conforming to that phrase in my belief window. So how do we get out of that? How do we break that chain and stop wearing that mask? This is going to bring me to step 2. We've already got step 1 where we've written our statements. I feel this because, I do this way because. There's so much power in identifying the why we do things. And it naturally leads to the next step, is to step 2. Once we've identified the reason we do something, we have more power to choose to do something else. Once I realized I was wearing a mask, I could then give myself permission to not wear it anymore. And to be honest with you, it was really scary. It was really scary to take off that mask because there wasn't anything protecting me underneath it. The mask was more like one of those big pieces of armor, those helmets that you'd see in the old castles. It was protecting me from not feeling loved. So step 2 is learn what's underneath the mask. Learn why you do things. And step 2 gives you the power to change it. You identified the why, now change the result. So you have your I feel statement, or I do this because statement. For example, I will give you, I study things that I'm not interested in so that my siblings will like me. Okay, so I pretend to know things that I don't really know so that I'll have something to talk about with my siblings. Okay, that's the mask I was wearing. Here's the part of step 2 we bring in is, instead, I choose to develop myself and love who I am. For every one thing we write down in our feel and I do statements, I want you to write 2 things in step 2. I will develop myself because I love myself and I want to learn these things. So instead of studying X, Y, and Z, I'm going to study A, B, and C because that's what I'm interested in. That's developing myself. That develops what used to be under the mask. And I'm okay with me. I'm okay with me. So it doesn't matter if people are or are not okay with me. I am. And here we go on the spiritual side. I can be safe in the knowledge that my Creator is okay with me. And not just okay, happy with me. When you find that in your core and you develop that in your core and you come to that knowledge in your core, you don't need to wear the masks anymore. So in a nutshell, step 2 is become okay with yourself. Choose what you're going to do. I've said this before and I'll say it again. There are only 2 things we need to absolutely do in this life that are set in stone, that we have no choice over. Okay, and those 2 things are being born and dying. We don't even really get to choose how that happens most of the time. It just happens. The only things that we have to do in this life are be born and die. Everything else is a choice. Everything else is a choice. Choose how you feel about yourself. Choose to find your own self-worth. Choose to take off the masks. Choose to reprogram that belief window. As soon as I chose to be okay with myself, I erased that little paragraph off my belief window. And I became more compassionate. I could see better because there weren't all these letters in my way. Make the choice. You can choose. And now it's going to take time, and it's not going to be overnight and easy like that. It's something you have to practice with. You've lived with that belief on your belief window for so long. It's going to take some reprogramming. So that's why you have it written down. I choose this, and I want you to repeat it every day. I choose this. I choose to love myself. I choose to develop myself in a positive way. This is my choice. And I don't need to wear the mask anymore. I choose not to wear the mask. All right, we're ready for a powerful night tonight. We have so much to teach you in our class tonight. It is going to rock your socks. Personal Worth Empowerment Seminar tonight, December 13th in Spanish Fork, Utah. Come and check it out. It's going to be powerful. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later.